Good afternoon. Hopefully you've had a really productive morning. I know it's long, getting up early and making sure you connect with your staff, but it's so important. So hopefully you've been able to connect with your night laundry associate. You've been able to talk to them, make sure that they feel like they're part of the team. You've also learned the essential and valuable role they play in setting your team up for success. From the folding of the laundry to setting up the carts, to setting up the cart room, to making sure that everybody is ready to go on each and every day. That's such a crucial part in making sure that your property is going in the right direction. So hopefully you're able to make a connection with them this morning. Hopefully you also were able to get into the GSR workflow, understanding what role they play in the property, how they can make or break a guest experience, how they take the initiative with the guest and they can turn the negative situation into a positive one, or they can put the cherry on the top and make every experience incredible. The GSRs play such a crucial role in making sure that that guest experience is perfect. Also, you hopefully got into the communication binder and really understood the importance of communication, making sure everybody's on the same page, making sure that everybody is in the loop on what's going on property. It's so important to make sure that you know what's going on and that every associate knows what's going on. So now you have looked at every single person on your team. You looked at your maintenance engineer, your housekeeper, your GSR, your night laundry. You've done it all. So now takes the moment where we have to talk about coachable moments. You know your staff, you know the expectations you have for them. So what happens when they don't meet the expectations? Tea time. That's why you're in my kitchen, making an example of how an important moment with your associates is handled, is planned. I call this the tea time conversation. T stands for training. So when you go into that coachable moment, you need to evaluate, is this a training moment? Were they not trained correctly? Were they not trained effectively? Did we not do a good job of making sure that they know how to do whatever you're asking them to do? Or is it an E? Execution. They were trained correctly, but they didn't execute it correctly, and we need to figure out why. What's the gap or the crack in the training? Maybe they don't have the right resources. Maybe they don't have the right understanding or the clarity of what you're asking for them. So making sure that they get the necessary execution process down so that way they can meet your expectations. Or is this an A, an accountability conversation? They were trained correctly. They know how to execute it. They're just not doing it for whatever reason, and you need to have an accountability conversation. So I call these times tea times. So make sure that when you go into those coachable moments with any of the associates, you have a plan and that you evaluate tea time. Is it a training, execution, or accountability conversation? And then hold them to the expectations that you have set for them. All right, that wraps up the day for you. Hopefully you've learned a lot and that you're going to take this all back to your home. You're going to really study it, make sure that you're preparing for tomorrow. Tomorrow we get to put it all together and putting it into the GM playbook and really making sure that we manage the property correctly, that we lead the property in the direction you want it to go. So enjoy your night, finish your ESU, and we'll talk in the morning. Have a great night.